Hi guys, so this video is about a review on this palette right here. And if you guys want to hear my thoughts and swatches on this palette, then keep on watching. And I also created this whole look using this palette, and if you guys want to see how I got this look or the swatches and just what I think about this palette, then keep on watching. Alright, so this is how the palette looks, and it's super girly pink and I love it. And this is how it looks when you open it. And down here you get a blush, a highlight, a bronzer, and a contour shade. And on this side you get eyeshadows, which are really beautiful. It has all the shades from the lightest to the darkest and from the pops of colors. So this is the first row, and the first shade is called Glitter Glue, and it's a really light shimmery shade. And the second shade is called Nude, and it's a bone color shade. And the third shade is called Bronze Casting. It's a really bronzy golden copper shade. And the last one is called Silhouette, and it's a black solid shade. Alright, so this is the second row, and the first shade is called Water Lilies, and it's a matte white shade. And the second shade is called Bango With It, and it's a light brown. It's a really pretty transition shade. And the third one is called Metalworks, and it's a reddish copper shimmery shade. And the last one is called Charcoal Sketch. It's a dark brown, almost black eyeshadow. And this is the third row, and the first shade is called Pearl Earring, and it's a really white shimmery shade. And the second shade is called Frame Worthy. You can't really see it on my skin, but it could be a really pretty shade for like the lighter skin people out there. And the third shade is called First Impressionism, and it's a really pretty bluish grayish shade. And the last one is called Starry Night, and it's a really pretty dark blue matte shade. And this is the fourth row right here, and the first shade is called Fresco, and it's a whitish cream matte shade. And the second one is called Hearts and Crafts, and it can be a really good transition shade. And the third one is called Selfie Portrait. It's a pink bronzy shimmery shade. And the last one is called One Too Many, and it's a dark cocoa shade. And this is the fifth row right here, and it's a really pinky reddish row. And the first shade is called Porcelain Dolly, and it's a really light pinky matte shade. And the second one is called Monochrome, and it's a white shimmery shade with a pink hint to it. And the third one is called Hot Mama, and it's a reddish shimmery shade. And the last one is called Stained Glass, and it's a maroon shade. And this is the last row right here, and it's a really purplish row. And the first shade is called Pastel, and it's a really light shade with a pink purplish hint to it. And the second shade is called I Love It, and it's a little darker than the last one, and it's just like it has a little bit of purple and a little bit more of a grayish hint to it. And the third one is called Get Surreal, and it's a shimmery purple shade. And the last one is called Still Life, and it's a dark matte purple shade. And these are the swatches of the blush, highlight, bronzer, and the contour shade. And I'm just going to set my eyeshadow base with the shade called Nudes. And now I'm just going to take Frame Worthy and apply that in the crease as a transition shade. So my first thoughts are that the shades are super powdery. And then I'm just going to take the shade Bronze Casting and apply that on the lid. Alright, so it's not really showing up on my lid with the brush. I am using like a little bit more of a fluffy brush though, but it's not really showing up with it. So I'm just gonna try it with my finger. Yeah, it's showing up more with my finger than the brush. And now I'm taking the shade 1 Too Many and applying that in the outer V. Take Water Lilies and apply that on the brow bone and the inner corners. I'm actually gonna take glitter glue and apply that on the inner corners. And now I'm just gonna wipe away the powder that I have under my eyes or any of the product that fell from my eye because I got quite a bit of fallout. Now I'm going to take the same eyeshadow that I applied on the outer corners and I'm going to be taking that on the lower lash line. And I'm just going to take the contour shade and contour my face. It's a super pretty contour shade, just a little bit too powdery. And I'm just going to take the blush shade and I'm going to try to go lightly, so... Wow, the blush is super pretty. I really like the blush. It's a super pretty color. And I'm just going to take the highlight shade and apply it on the tops of my cheeks and everywhere that I want. This highlight shade is super pretty, like I love it. And this is the eyeliner. And I'm just gonna take the mascara and coat my lashes with this. And I'm just gonna apply some lashes and I will be right back. And I'm just gonna apply this lip gloss that came in the box. Alright guys, so this is the finished look, and my thoughts about this palette is that if you have this palette, you don't need any other palette to make a look out of. And if you're a beginner and want to play with some shades, this is a really good palette for that. And some of the shades are not that pigmented, like the shimmery shades that I've tried, they were not that pigmented. So yeah, like there is ways to make it work, but maybe it could be a little difficult. Or so some of the shades were really powdery. I like this palette. I like the shades in it, and I love the face products. They just look so good on me. I love the blush, the highlight, the blush color is just perfect, and I love the contour shade. I love it all. And also the lip gloss. I don't really like to wear lip glosses because of the stickiness, the way they feel. And this really doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel like sticky like a lip gloss. So I really like that. So basically I love this side of the palette, and this side of the palette, I like it, but I don't love it. So basically for the overall is like, I like this palette, it's good, and I hope you guys like my review about this product, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.